I gotta ask you a question. Have you ever been in a conversation with a potential client and everything seems to be going well and then, boom, they hit you with an objection? We don't use agencies, or we already have a provider, or it's too expensive, or even send me an email, and just like that, the deal slips through your fingers. I know you're gonna hesitate, scramble for the right response, or even worse, accept the objection as a hard no and then move on. If you've ever experienced this, you're not alone. Most salespeople, especially those just starting out, struggle with objections. But here's the thing. Objections aren't rejections, they're opportunities. And today, I'm going to show you how to handle them with confidence, introduce you to a powerful tool that will transform your sales game, and give you a way to practice so you never feel caught off guard again. Are you ready to talk about it? Hi, my name is Dee Williams, and I help entrepreneurs like you start and scale legacy businesses. And today we are talking about you and your staffing agency business and getting your number one clients too. That's very important, right? So first things first, we have to stop fearing objections. That's number one, because most sales happen after the first objection, not before. Think about it. If every deal was as simple as yes or no, then we wouldn't need skilled salespeople, right? Because the reality is that most clients don't say yes right away. They need clarity. Sometimes they need a little bit of reassurance. And most importantly, they need trust before making a solid decision. Don't you agree? I feel like the biggest mistake that most people make, like most rookie staffingpreneurs or even rookie entrepreneurs, is that they either back down the moment that they hear we're not interested, or they push back too aggressively and then they turn off the prospect. It's like, instead of seeing objections as a stop sign, I want you to think of them as an invitation to deepen the conversation and uncover what's really holding the client back. And the best way to do that is to be prepared, right? So this is why you always know I'm doing something. This is why I created the sales objection handling flashcards. So I gotta tell you, these flashcards came out through one of my live classes. So in one of my live classes, we had role play, and I created these flashcards for my students, but they got so popular, people were asking, like, Dee, when are you gonna put them out there for everyone else to enjoy them? So I want you to know that these flashcards are designed to train you and the most common sales objectives that you're going to face, and it'll help you to be able to respond to them effectively. So each of the flashcards, they contain a real world objection on the front and a proven response strategy, right next to it, so you'll be able to see. They also have cards where you can go in and actually add your own objections. So like, as you're talking to people, you're getting feedback and you're starting to get really used to like the objections and how you're countering those objections. You may realize that you might want to say things differently than the way that it is on the flashcard. So there's an additional flashcard for you to write your updates on there as well. So really, really cool. So everyone really loved that part. The cool thing also is that you'll learn how to handle we don't use the agencies without getting shut down. You know, you'll know what to say, and when they say we're happy with our current provider, you know what I'm saying, you will be able to not panic. You know, when they say it's too expensive, you'll be able to not panic, because these flashcards are going to help get you comfortable with those responses back. And you need to get comfortable with that, because the moment you hear it, you go, right? And the reality is that you want to start becoming comfortable with responding back appropriately, so that when the employer says, I'm not interested, you don't feel no type of way. You can just respond back with your objection. Now, you can have the flashcards right in front of you as well, But for the most part, you can just respond back to the objections, right? And I think you should memorize them because it makes things a lot easier. But some people just have them next to them. Either or, it doesn't really matter. As long as you have them there and you're constantly rehearsing and practicing them, you'll feel more comfortable, and then you'll be able to bring the conversation around a lot more. The flashcards aren't like just scripts. I need you to know that, okay? They're really conversation guides that help you stay confident, to help you control the dialogue, and to really move the deal forward. And the best part is you don't just study them, you practice with them, right? Because if you really want to master handling objections, then number one, solo practice is going to be really important. And solo practice is all about reading an objection, saying your response out loud, tweaking your delivery, and keeping, the practice rhythm going until it naturally flows. If you're going to take this business seriously, this is really what's important, okay? So solo practice, when you're alone, you want to get into your solo practice. And I would carve out solo practice time on your calendar. It's so important, okay? Then you've got number 2, which is partner role play. Number 2, partner role play. This is where you go and you grab a business partner, grab your mommy, grab your sister, grab your auntie, grab your kid, grab a stuffed animal. I don't care. Grab a partner, a friend, a coach, and take turns throwing objections at each other. And that'll give you an opportunity to really get comfortable. Hopefully your friends and family won't take it easy on you and give you the absolute hardest ones, right? So that you can get comfortable with being rejected and turning those rejections into meetings. Yes. And then number 3 would be real world application. Okay. So the next time you're on a sales call, you'll automatically recall the right response. And then you'll be able to deliver it with confidence. That's what real world application is. It's the ability to, to really be able to put things to practice. And that's why these flashcards are super powerful, because they're going to give you a guide to really be able to get comfortable with your conversations. But listen, okay, practice alone isn't enough. Don't you agree? Because if you want to take it even further, imagine being in a live setting, practicing your responses with real people and getting expert feedback on how you improve. That's exactly what we're doing in the live role play and coaching lab. That's right. There is a lab that supports these flashcards. It happens every Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. We're running a very, very high impact coaching session where you're going to practice real world objections with other professionals. You're going to get live feedback from me on how to improve. You're going to train in a supportive, high energy environment and sharpen those skills. This is where the magic happens, baby. This is where the magic happens. And I hope you are fired. You see me getting fired up. I hope you're fired up. Because I need you to understand that the more you practice, the more natural your responses become, and the easier it is for you to turn objections into conversations, and then those conversations into contracts. And you can kick those excuses out the door. I can't tell you how many people I talk to who are not making enough phone calls every day, who are not having enough conversations. And when they do have the few conversations, they get so discouraged immediately, and just because someone said no, who cares? What else? We got to turn those objections into conversations, right? So if you're fired up and you know this is something you can do, you feel like with a little bit of practice up under your belt, you can definitely take control of this thing. I want you to grab your sales objection handling flashcards today so that you can start training and really deliver, show yourself, show up as a professional, a confident professional. If you want, this live role play coaching lab would be a great addendum to the flashcards, so you're not just having the flashcards at home talking to your stuffed animal but you can get real world practice, and that will help set you apart from the competition. I added the links in the description in the event that you're interested. I didn't blur out the examples because I want you to see how valuable it is right off the gate. So when you look at the covers and stuff like that, I actually leave that open so that you can see this is going to be super valuable for you, and it's going to be worth the little tiny investment that it takes for you to be able to get them and to utilize them. One more thing I want to tell you, we give them to you in PDF, but you also get a Canva copy so that you can actually edit them and make them yours as you are growing yourself, your business, your team, and so forth. That's from me to you, that's right. So be on the lookout for that. I just want you to understand that this was created for you, you know, and when I say you, for the staffingpreneur who just needs that little extra push, who needs that little bit of extra confidence, yeah, I can invest a couple of dollars into making sure I got some flashcards that I can take, print out, put all over the hall, you know, the house or wherever I need to, so that I can start getting comfortable with it. As a matter of fact, I don't know if I threw it in here, but there may be a bonus with this, with the audio objections. So that you can actually go in and sing the objections, so that you can start getting used to that. Don't get me fired up, because I might throw a couple of audio objections in there as a bonus, maybe only for the first 10 or 15 people who get the flashcards. But I'm really excited to see you win. And listen, the people who win in sales aren't the ones who wing it. They're the ones who train, refine, and show up prepared. Do you agree? Okay, so now you've got to click the link in the description to get your flashcards and to sign up for the live role play coaching lab too. I don't want you to forget to like this video. You have to like this video. You have to subscribe to my channel if you have not already. I have so many goodies like lined up for you. You have no clue. I'm just trying to hold back to get a few things, few little pieces together, but I'm really excited about all the things that I have for you here in this new year. And like, subscribe, share. I will see you in the next video. D. Williams signing out, baby.